Hello, welcome to a course on small talk in English. In our last lesson, we will finish by looking at how we can extend small talk into big talk. Well done! Enjoy! Many people think we should be done with small talk, then move on to an important point. But this is not how many successful conversations develop. Serious talk and small talk should coexist seamlessly. The purpose of small talk is to find something in common with the other person and create some kind of emotional bond. This is necessary to build trust. It is very helpful to mix small talk and serious talk repeatedly to create bonds and trust. Conversation doesn't usually develop in a linear or straight way. Successful talks don't always jump from small talk to a series of more serious or important topics. So how does conversation develop? Conversation often develops in a more complex way. Small talk acts as an important thread between important topics. As conversations develop, we switch back and forth between small talk and important topics in a dynamic manner. In this way, small talk offers a chance to repeatedly get to know each other and build a trusting relationship.
Ideally, as time goes by, small talks that are part of wider conversations help relationships grow bigger and stronger. By sharing something in common and by building mutual trust, our relationships grow. So how might we grow our relationships over time? Not everybody develops their small talk into big talk, but those that do often develop in stages. There's no exact number of stages, but for the sake of an example, we have chosen 4. Stage 1 is when we first meet and our small talk begins. In stage 2, we can have small talk again and introduce our first more important topic as we start to develop a common bond. In stage 3, more small talk moves us closer to our partner and we start to trust each other. Here, we can introduce even more important topics in between small talks. Finally, we can get to stage 4, where we have made a good bond through small talk and we easily move into big talk.
No two relationships develop in exactly the same way, but there are some common patterns that we can follow. For example, our first conversation with a new person might be a series of small talks and then ending. It is really important if we can end in a positive way. We could thank our partner and say something to make them feel good. For example, "Thanks, Mark. It was great talking to you. Looking forward to the next chance."
The second stage is when you get to know your partner a little. You will have more things in common and it's important to carry out a series of small talks. Then, if appropriate, you can move from small talk to an important topic. There are many ways to move from small talk to an important topic. For example, by making a request.
"Mark, I'd like to ask you about a work matter."
Or using a question.
"Mark, I was wondering if you knew about the new project."
Make sure to sandwich your important topic with small talks so that you don't appear abrupt. Also, keep in mind to finish the talk with a positive ending. The third stage is that you have quite a lot in common and you're beginning to build a trusting relationship. You will have more important topics as well as more small talks. Our pattern begins to look like a series of small and important talks leading into each other, finding more and more things in common and building even more trust. Here is an example where there is a move from small talk to an important topic.
Nice weather, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's beautiful. I wish we didn't have to stay inside. But let's talk about the new project.
Okay, where would you like to start?
Here is an example where there is a move from an important topic back to small talk. That was very useful. Shall we take a break?
Sure, I'll make some coffee. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
No, not much. How about you?
Well, we're planning to go to the beach.
By the next time, it should be even easier to have more common points of interest, and the conversation can seamlessly flow between small talk and important topics, and we can now call it big talk. Before you leave each other, as before, it's important to end on a positive note. Here is an example.
Thanks for all your advice. I feel we're on the right track.
Oh, thank you too. You had many creative ideas. I'll share them with my colleagues and get back to you early next week.
Okay, looking forward to that. I believe something very good will come out of this project.
If you want to build longer-term relationships, it's always good to take the initiative so that you will be remembered and let your conversation partner know that they can count on you. In the past, this might have been done by letter or on the phone, but now with social media and email, it's even easier to keep in touch in lots of different ways. A message can be as simple as saying thank you and that it was good to meet. Then you can look for chances to follow up with questions or suggestions, or even sending materials or websites or links. It doesn't really matter which of these you can do, as long as you keep continuing to find things in common. And then the next time you meet, you'll have an even greater bond, a greater connection, and people will like you more. We've seen that relatively few people feel that they are good at small talk, but it is very important in creating and maintaining long-term relationships. We've shown various ways that you can prepare and practice to build common ground and trust with the people you meet. If you do this, we know that people will connect with you and like you, which is a marvellous goal. Good luck and enjoy whatever small talk you have. Happy English learning!